Ping G440 finally here. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow. That's come off hot.
These are flying.
Ping G440, here's your first look. Let's take the head cover off. There it is. We're down here today at Specialty Golf at Hastings Golf Club. Brett Allan.
Hi guys.
And you've got the new range. Looks similar to the last, the SFT, the MAX and the LST.
Yep.
Look great, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, Ping always make good looking golf clubs. A lot of tech in them, carbon. You've got ones that are more draw bias with the SFT there. And then the MAX, the all-rounder. All with movable weights as well, so we can adjust the left to right, draw fade bias, and the sleeve as well for more loft, less loft, and some draw bias too, flatten that lie angle.
And the carbon wrap's new this year for all of them, isn't it? It's across every driver they've got,
yep.
I believe.
Yep. So lower spin, what it does, it takes weight out of the top of the club, puts it down the bottom and in the back where it's more needed, and then they'll find that they'll have a higher moment of inertia, lower spin, hotter face, more forgiving.
Oh,
It's in another fairway, exactly the same.
You do hit it straight with this driver.
Yeah. I did find it came out lower. I'm wondering if I do need to go to more loft.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That was a great shot. That's the best one yet. Huge here, right? You've gone from 159 ball speed to now hitting at 167, that one was, with your average at 165. Put on nearly 20 yards. Nice. Is that out the middle?
A little bit low on the face.
Still gone though, isn't it?
It just feels quite solid, which is good.
The ball speed's still higher. Wow.
Oh, a little bit toey, but a bit higher up the face.
But still pretty straight though, eh?
Yeah, I've hit
So-
those real straight.
Spin rates,
Very low.
yeah, that was the toe one, but you've been averaging at 2,000, which is really good. Ball speed's up dramatically. I mean, your average is 165 and you were at 159. Your clubhead speed's just not quite 112, but you've put on 4 miles an hour total. Total's huge.
Hold on.
This is yards.
Yeah, well, this is yards for our northern continent, north of the equator, yards.
Yeah, but look at where you were. So you're at 294 total
Yards.
yards,
Yeah.
and you're now at 313 yards.
Oh, because we're catering to you, because you were up here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
they're great numbers. So that's improved your distance by huge amounts, isn't it?
That one there's probably a fraction low, 2,000. It's,
Spin could be a little bit more, yeah.
yeah, kind of, you're wanting around 2,200, 2,300 probably.
It's always a slight misconception I always think when people come in about the spin.
Yeah.
They want low spin for that more distance, and it's not. You
ball
need
goes-
spin, exactly.
Ball goes out of the ground.
You need spin on the golf ball when you're getting fitted because you want the ball to go straight. The more it spins, the straighter it'll go.
Good looking here.
Nice. And you've got that adjustable weight in all the drivers, haven't you?
Yeah, so the SFT, I think the SFT, the previous model was about 25 yards. Again,
That's what it said,
yards,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
in
20, I think so.
adjustment between left and right. So, you know, if you hit a massive slice, that's probably gonna at least get your start angle a bit better. So.
Go to.
Yep, right, I'm playing golf tomorrow, I'm gonna use this.
There you go. It's in the bag already. Ball one. Let's see what this feels like. Wow, that's come off hot. That's my best one yet. I don't think I've got anything else left in me off that one. That came out nice. It's outperforming the 430. I mean, obviously I'm a Callaway player, so I'm comparing this a little bit to mine, but also with hitting the G430 beforehand, that's given us great numbers to be able to fall back on. And it's outperforming those by quite a bit. I mean, I've got an extra 10 yards of distance total, which is pretty cool. And the ball speed's punching at 5 miles an hour quicker as well. Okay, slight fade to the right. If I compared it to my Callaway, I think it's performing pretty similar, to be honest. I mean, the numbers are very, very, very similar. There's not a huge difference there. I don't normally play 3-wood, so the one thing I want to test with this driver is the workability of it. Can I move the ball, shape the ball, hit it low, hit it high? As you know, distance isn't everything for me. It's whether or not I can control the golf ball and be able to put it in play when I want to. Okay, kind of got the flight I wanted, but didn't get the strike. So it's just pierced off a little bit further right. Okay, the one thing I would say of this driver for me I struggle to draw it. I struggle to turn that ball right to left as well as I do with other drivers. The feel though is great. I really like the look of it. I think for years I've been turned off by ping with those turbulators on top, but with that carbon finish on top, I think it looks really nice. It's performed well, really well. I mean, it's on par with the AI Smoke with the numbers. It's better than the G430 in terms of distance and ball speed. Not massively, but it's definitely better. Would I buy one for me personally? Probably not, just because I like the workability that I can do with my other drivers, but it's a good looking club and definitely worth fitting. If you're rocking an old school driver and just not quite getting the distance you want and the ball speed, give it a go. What we're gonna do now is gonna try the SFT, which just allows that draw bias a little bit more, and let's see if I can get a little bit more workability with that head. Put my shaft into the SFT. I've knocked it down a little bit. We've only got 10.5 heads, so I've knocked it down to 9 degrees. And I just pushed the weight at the back just to draw as opposed to draw plus. That's gonna give you a lot more help if you've got a slice, so it's worth giving that a go. If you're a bit of a chronic slicer, give this driver a go. So let's see how this looks. Okay, so big question. Would I put the Ping G440 in my golf bag? I've got the AI Smoke, as we all know. I wouldn't, but purely because I feel like I've got the distance, the spin rate right, and the ball speed with my AI Smoke, which is similar to the LST, very much similar, but I have the workability with the SFT with my AI Smoke. So I can combine those two with the AI Smoke, and that gives me the driver that I want. This is great for the distance, great feel, but just doesn't give me the shots that I want to hit. It's almost just banging and go straight, which is awesome, but I want to be able to work the ball and play different shots and different distances. So yeah, I wouldn't put it in my bag, but would I say go try it? Yes. I think it could make a big difference to your game, so give it a go.
Okay, this is the new G440. This is the max version of the club. So you've seen Sean and Brett hit the LST and SFT version, so I'm going to have a look at the max. So higher handicapper, playing top 20s. So what do I currently play with? I've got the Callaway Rogue ST Max. Now, the only reason I would spend money on a new driver if it was significantly better gains. The G430 didn't have those gains over the Rogue ST Max for me. So let's see if Ping can pull it out the bag with the 440. In this, we've got the Alta CB 50 shaft. Feels light, feels whippy. Straight. Feels good. Doesn't feel like you're hitting, it doesn't have that. Doesn't feel like you're hitting a brick like my Rogue ST does. Sometimes when you hit it, it's really solid contact. But on that felt really smooth. I like it. These are flying. I'm getting a lot more height than usual. So this is a 9-degree standard loft. Just the same as my Rogue ST Max, that's 9 degree as well. But these are coming out much higher. And I'm getting a lot more carry. That was 257 compared to my 230 usual. So looking good. Hit a few more and then we'll have a look at the data. That has sailed. Let's have a look at the data from the Ping G440. Up significantly, 151.2 from 146.4. My club speed also up by 2.3 miles an hour. So that's a mixture of the face and the shaft that we've changed. But then what's really interesting, what's massive, is this carry number here. I've gone from carrying 232 yards to 260. So I've gained 28 yards of carry just by changing my driver. Now, obviously that'll make a difference depending on where you're playing with, hard ground or soft ground. So if you're in the UK, you're playing in winter, that's gonna go. So this is massive, especially if you're trying to carry a bunker or water or some sort of hazard. That's fantastic for me to know that actually I can hit and drop down at around the 260 mark. Spin, much closer to the 2.2 that we're trying to aim for, which I think is really interesting. And then total overall distance has gone up from 263.5 to 281. So I've gained 17.7 yards by changing into the Ping G440. So really interesting numbers there. So do I replace the Rogue ST Max with the G440? We need to wait and see what the G440 price is. I think that's going to be the key driver as to whether I replace the ST Max with the G440. It's a really nice driver. I'm getting fantastic figures from it. So my initial is yes, but I want to see what the price is and I want to get it fitted properly. So overall, fantastic driver, really nice to hit. As you can see, it's really helped me. It's really helped Brett. For Sean, who really wants the workability of a club, it's not quite there, so he's going to stick with the AIA Smoke. But I think the Ping G440 is a really good club.
All ready for everyone to come down and get fittings from 15th of Jan. Consumer date 31st of Jan. So if you come down and get a fitting, we can get one in your hands for the 31st of January.